Alright guys, today we got me working a little bit. Surprise, surprise. But I've got this new Raptor unit that they've sold, and the customer wanted solar panel installed. So this is our 200 watt. I think this one's 190. Every time we order them it seemed to be a little bit off, but this is a 190 watt panel. It's set up for solar as far as running the wires. So the wires are already run. I've just got to mount the panel up here on the roof. I'll mount it stationary so that it can't move, and then I'll go inside and hook up the regulator for the wiring. To me, this is really the only way to go if you're a dry camper, which a lot of people around here are. So they're not going where there's hookups, where there's power and water. This panel will keep your batteries charged for you with as long as you're parked somewhere where it can get sunlight, and I'll go into those details in a little bit. So let's finish getting this thing hooked up. Alright guys, so here's the next part of this. When these come pre-wired, sometimes you have to do some research and figuring out, alright, it's pre-wired, but where did they put the wire? They always have a nice fancy sticker on the inside that says, hey, this is pre-wired for your convenience, and then half the time the wire's not there. So I'm in this front compartment, I gotta open up this wall. Did some looking online. Supposedly the wiring is gonna be behind this panel, but start tearing into it and see what we can come up with. I don't see anything yet. We're gonna have to go a little further. You're looking live from inside the compartment. This is the worst part about working on trailers, is sometimes you have to get into the compartment. So there's the hole I came in through.
Where do you keep those?
In my top drawer. Middle box, top drawer. Okay, so they said the wires would be black and white, and there'd be two sets of them. Well, there they are, right here. And they go over here into this little junction box. So I found it. So from here I can take these wires and then hook up my own solar regulator. We're not going to use theirs. And somehow I got to get it up on the inside of the wall.
Is that helping?
That does help, thank you. You bet. We're back. So here's what we're dealing with. Got all this off so I could find their special wiring that I found, but now I got to get my wire through that hole right there, which is up in the wall. Skylar's going to go do the wiggle wiggle, and I'm going to reach in that hole with my finger and find it. So here we go. Push it more towards the front of the trailer.
You don't even have the fish tape.
No, it's just the wire, sorry. Oh, I got it. Oh, thank you. All right, we got it. Skylar helped me. I got my two ends right here. One wire is going to run up from my panel to my regulator. The other wire is going to come from the regulator, hook back up to their wiring, going back to the battery so that we have a regulated charge. And then you can put all this back together. Fun, fun. All right, guys, so this is the regulator that we use. It's made by Go Power. We've been using these regulators for as long as I can remember, years. Had a lot of success with them. They're a good quality product. So I'm gonna get, here's my wires right here. I just got to split this in half. One's gonna be from the panel, one's gonna go down to the battery. We'll get them wired up on the back, and this little unit here is gonna regulate the power coming from the panel to the battery so we don't overcharge the batteries. This solar regulator can handle up to 30 amps. So we're looking at 3 200 watt panels, so we could put actually 2 more panels up there, and this regulator would be enough to handle that. That would be about 30 amps worth of power coming down. So really nice display. I'll show you that when we get it all set up. All right, guys, I finished up the solar install on this Raptor, the 190 watt solar panel. The wiring's all run, the regulator's hooked up, and we're wired into the batteries as well. So, just wanted to show you this display. You can cycle through the different options. Right now, it's showing that our battery voltage is at 13.6. It'll also tell you the amount of amps that are being sent to the battery. We're in a shop right now, so obviously that's 0. Well, we're getting a little bit there, maybe from the lights. The next one shows your battery percent. Right now it's fully charged at 100%. I've got this set for flooded batteries. You can also change that setting to different style batteries if you've got AGMs, lithium ion, that kind of thing. Also has a charging port here, so you can charge from this regulator. Bluetooth capable, so you can get the app and sync it to your phone. You can wire an inverter into this as well if it has that setup. Kind of some cool features that you can do with this. But ultimately, I've always been a huge proponent of solar panels. In RVs, almost everything operates on 12 volt. The controls, even the things that operate on 110, like your fridges and air conditioners, generally the controls still require 12 volts power. So having solar is a big benefit, not only for dry campers. When I say dry campers, I'm talking guys that don't have hookups, power. That's an awesome option for them, but just anybody in general. Solar power helps keep your batteries fully charged all the time, so that you're not going out to your trailer, oh shoot, my batteries are dead, I better get it plugged in. One of the big problems people have is they think, oh well, I'll just drive down the road and by the time I get to camp it'll be charged up. It doesn't work that way. Batteries, once they get low or dead, take quite a long time to get fully recharged. In some instances it can take a couple of days. So having a solar panel there on your trailer while it's parked at your house or parked at your camp spot, constantly keeping those batteries fully charged is, in my opinion, the only way to go. And trailers aren't taking power out. The newer trailers have even more things that require power. So adding batteries, adding solar, we have some customers that'll add up to 3 solar panels. But for the guy that's just looking to keep a battery charged when he's not around his trailer, 1 panel is certainly sufficient. But if you have questions about solar, come see us. We can get you set up. Again, I'm a huge believer in solar. I think every trailer should have solar on it. It's like I was never here. All back together.